What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon itself. We are moving up a little bit day by day, right? Week by week, we're moving up. I think as this progresses, it's just more obvious that this is the low. You know, it took me a while to be convinced of that. It actually took me until this move here. I was under the impression we'd go lower, but here we are going higher. And you know, I did say, and I still maintain this, right, that once, or like if we were to break this area to the upside, I wouldn't buy the breakout. I wouldn't buy after the breakout. I would buy on the pullback. And if the pullback comes right back to the area of the breakout, cool. I would rather buy there personally, because we might go a little bit lower. Maybe we hold this low as like the previous low, so we get a higher low here. Maybe we even break that low, go lower, and then we form an overall like higher low in this kind of range. I mean, if I put a line there, let's see. Nope, that's not it. From low to low here, you know, if we were to drop down over the coming days, something like, it'd be like Tuesday of next week, like literally a whole week right now before this line comes up with this low. So we have a week's worth of time to move back down and overall kind of still form a higher high, right? Like, or I'm sorry, a higher low. Like here you had a higher high, but it was overall a lower high, right, in this range. Maybe you form a lower low here, but overall it's still a higher low, something like that. Either way, I do think Bitcoin Cash is getting ready to go down, and I think it looks very bullish. It looks very nice, to say the least. But if you were to turn around today and have a red day, I think that would be very critical because you would provide some kind of double top in your RSI in the overbought zone. Bouncing like this is generally a bullish thing, but if you get out of your overbought zone, having this little like kind of like fake move, giving false hope that things are going to get bullish, and then coming down out of the overbought zone, that wouldn't be good to see. And so something like that, be on the watch for something like that, because that would indicate, in my opinion, that we are going to have some kind of drawback here. Where does it go? You know, this low here is at, let's see, at the lowest. That's at basically $202. I personally don't think that we go that low. We could. It's definitely possible. I am in the belief now that this is the low. If we take this here from low to high on our fib, the 382 is right there at about 216, which this area kind of makes sense, right? It's a previous area, like kind of close to this previous area of support and resistance here. You might not touch this line, though I would think that you would at least touch it, if not go through it. You know, with that being said, again, you could go below this low here and reach down to the golden ratio at the 618 at about $195. Going below $200, here we are sitting at 247 right now. Going below $200 is still completely possible for Bitcoin Cash. I personally don't see that as the likelihood. I would say going below 220 is more of the likelihood, and I am moving my buy orders up. Right now, I'm actually, after this video, I'm going to have my lowest buy order set at probably 215, and I'm going to layer it from 215 to 220, because I do think that this thing is, you know, it's going to form a higher low. And if it doesn't, you know, at that point, buying 215 to 220 and it goes down to like 195, maybe 190, something like that, I'm okay with that, man. You know, I don't want to play the game because I do think we're doing different things here. Overall, if we just get set up for a higher low, I'll buy down like at least half that move, right, to like the 618 there. I'd probably buy like, you know, somewhere around here, this previous area of resistance. But from there, guys, I think that we're gonna start moving up. I really do. As this RSI kind of maintains bullish posturing, if we were to turn around from here, from this low to this low here, if we were to continue to like hold these higher lows, this would look really, really good for an even stronger move than what we've seen most recently. I feel like it doesn't look like it. You had this one move here in one day, right? That's a very strong move in one day, from bottom to top, 21%. But here, you know, you had another move that was like 25%, right? And then and it just took longer to do. Here you had another move that took longer to do, but it was 26%. So they are getting bigger. Volume's increasing too. I don't think, again, you know, something I've been saying since I've been under this bullish impression is that I don't think we're going to get a move like this. I think it will be slower to the upside, but I do think it goes higher. And where will it go? Well, probably at least above this purple line, but most likely somewhere around these extensions, around about $400 to $507. So right now, just to like summarize all that, you know, I feel like I've been talking nonstop. Look at this like bullish trend on the weekly RSI too. Just beautiful. To surmise it all, I think that we go down a little bit. This 382 here is right about where the 382 from this low to high is, right? You can see it here, bottom to top there. They're basically twins. I mean, fraternal twins, but they're close enough. You know what I mean? I think that we go down somewhere around that, just below 220, just above 210 area. Maybe we do go below 200, something like that. But then from there, guys, I think that it's on to prices that are above $400. I do think that by the end of this year, that we could achieve prices that are even above $600, though below 800 is my expectation. I really don't think that we're going to. I mean, maybe we do get above 800, just like a little bit, but like this previous area of resistance here, that's at 731, so maybe not. If we bring it right up to the tip here, 807, something like that could happen, but 800, around 800 would be the most that I would give this thing by the end of this year. It is the beginning of October right now, so we have a whole month of October, November, and December. That's a quarter of a year. We moved up substantially in 2 weeks' time, right? Like really 3 weeks' time, I guess. So like from the bottom here, it was 1 week after that, 2 weeks, 3 weeks that we moved up. If we look at this and kind of, just to put it from here, from the current price, doing that same move would put us above $800. So I don't think that we're going to get that. I think we get that same move overall, but it just takes longer. It takes a lot more time, months instead of weeks. And that would still take us above $600. So something in this previous area of resistance is where I think we are heading right now, generally. It probably won't be a straight line. There will be opportunities to trade Bitcoin Cash, man. What I love about Bitcoin Cash, besides all the fundamental stuff, and just what it promotes as an actual technology, but what I like about it as a chart is it's more or less good for like day trades and swing trades, and like just I feel like it gives a lot of price opportunity back. You have a nice move up, even if you sold it right here before this whole move came up, well, guess what, it actually went cheaper than where you sold it, technically. Like let's say you sold it at the top of this candle here. If you waited, you could have bought, maybe 10%, because you're probably not going to catch the exact bottom, which was 15% away from the top of this candle. You probably wouldn't sell the top either. So actually, let's bring it down. Maybe, but let's say you sold it like the weekly close. That's that's fair. 13% deficit, you'd probably catch like a 10% deficit, 8% difference. I'm sorry, not deficit, but difference. Even if you miss this whole move up, you still could have had opportunity, is what I'm saying. So playing the game with Bitcoin Cash, in case I haven't lost anybody yet, playing the game is definitely something you can do on like a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. It doesn't move in a straight line. It likes to, this stuff is rare. This stuff is more common. Stuff like you can just see it wigwagging. Even whenever it's going down, it's wigwagging. Even whenever it's going up, it's wigwagging. So trading opportunities are abundant with this thing. I do think it's going lower and then higher. That's really all I have to say. So if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. I appreciate all of you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.